Happy fall, puzzlers. Today we are putting two puzzles head to head in the ultimate Fall Puzzle Showdown. In this corner we have Flower Shop from Boardwalk Puzzles. And in this corner we have Harvest Festival by Cobble Puzzles. We're going to be judging these in 4 categories. So let's see who comes out on top. Hi there, this is Vicki. Welcome to Puzzles and Purrs. I am so excited to compare and contrast these two fall puzzles, which I enjoyed thoroughly, both of them. So they are both 500-piece puzzles, but they're really different. The style is different. The images are different. They are both very fall-themed puzzles, but that's where the similarity ends. So in case you forgot the 4 categories for the Puzzle Showdown, let me run through them. And I will refer to my notes because I might have forgot them also. Okay, category number 1 is going to be visual style and artwork. Category number 2 is going to be challenge level. Category number 3 is going to be fun factor. And category number 4 is piece quality and fit. So let's get started. Okay, visual style and artwork. The Boardwalk puzzle, Flower Shop, it's by Rachel Binford. I got it at Costco. It's a 500-piece puzzle, and look at this image. Is that stunning? And let me tell you, it looks even better in person. The colors are so bright, they just jump off the puzzle. I mean, I did not want to put this puzzle away. It was so beautiful when it was completed. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? So super detailed, lots of fall things, very bright. It's just a great fall scene. Let's take a look at the visual style and artwork for this Cobble puzzle. Oh, it does have an artist. Oh, good. Okay. Harvest Festival. Right here by, let me just turn it, Nancy Werdersbach. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? It's got a warmer, more nostalgic style between the quilts, the barn, and of course, the dog. And look at those adorable little ducklings. Yeah, I think they're ducklings. Look how cute that is. It is just a stunning puzzle as well. So I'm left with a tough job. For visual style and artwork, I've got to pick a winner. This is really hard. I'm going to go with Flower Shop, only because when it was completed, it is really just breathtaking. It's a beautiful puzzle and so eye-catching. So I'm going to go with this one. However, I will say, if I saw both of these puzzles somewhere, which puzzle would I take just based on the image on the box? I would pick this one. It's bigger, it's bolder. This would definitely catch my eye more in a box, and it did look gorgeous when done. I will be sharing the puzzle time lapse for both of these puzzles after the Puzzle Showdown is complete, so you can see how they came together and you'll be able to see how beautiful they both are. But yeah, so this one's going to be the winner. Okay, next category we have challenge level. So if you've been here for any length of time at Puzzles and Purrs, you may recall that I don't like super challenging puzzles. I don't puzzle to be frustrated. I don't like puzzles where I am sitting around for a while just staring at pieces or rummaging constantly. So keep that in mind. Okay, challenge level. Let me tell you a little bit about both of these puzzles. So the Boardwalk puzzle here, the pieces had a shine to it and there was some glare, and it was a random cut puzzle, I'm pretty sure. Let's just take a peek. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, There's definitely some, let me show you, traditional puzzle shapes in this. You know, like kind of this guy with the two things here. This traditional puzzle shape. But then you've got some just odd ones here. Like, look at this one. And this one. So it's definitely a random cut puzzle. And because it was, and because the pieces had shine to it, I did find it somewhat difficult, even though it was only a 500-piece puzzle. Okay, you know what, I'm going to leave this like this because we will be referring to the pieces in another category. So as far as this Cobble Hill puzzle goes, the pieces are matte, and so I didn't have any glare issues or anything like that. They were big, nice big size. They were big, they were chunky, very good quality. And this was a ribbon cut puzzle. So it had your traditional puzzle shapes, nothing wonky. So I found this one easier to puzzle. I will also show you the comparison in the sizes of the pieces. So even though they were both 500-piece puzzles, the sizes of the pieces were different. Okay, so here's a boardwalk. Oh, this is good because it's a boardwalk piece like this, and it's easy to find one for the Cobble Hill puzzle like that. So that also, the larger piece size, also made the Cobble Hill easier. Okay, so for challenge level, given that I don't like a big challenge, I'm going to give the edge on that one to our friends at Cobble Hill. Okay, so if you're keeping score at home, Boardwalk has won the first category for visual style and artwork, and Cobble Hill has won the second category for challenge level. If you prefer a more challenging puzzle, your ratings would be reversed. You would have the Boardwalk puzzle as the winner of this category. Okay, category number 3, piece quality and fit. Okay, now we went through some of these things before where we talked about the pieces. Now, the quality of both pieces was excellent. I actually thought they were both nice and sturdy. They stayed together well. I didn't have any issues with loose fitting puzzles or anything like that. But as I said, I'm not going to dock the Boardwalk puzzle for being a random cut puzzle. That's, you know, some people like that kind of puzzle. Some companies make that kind of puzzle. So I don't think I'm going to take away points for that. However, I did find that the glare and the shininess made it difficult to work with. I prefer a matte puzzle, but I also wanted to, it's not really in the name of the category, piece quality and fit, but I just wanted to talk about the boxes that both of these came in. So, and show you, okay. So the Boardwalk one comes in this puzzle with a sleeve, and it has got a lovely box here. Isn't that pretty? And it opens up. It's got a magnetic opening here, and the pieces are in there, and it did come with a poster. So let me show that to you because your girl loves a poster. So, and it's a good size poster. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love this puzzle so much. Look at that. So, you know, if you're talking about just the quality of the puzzle, I do love all of these added extras, the magnetic closure, the large poster. It was great. Okay, then let's look at Harvest Festival, this one here. So I do not know if, here, oh, here's the back of the box in case. I have no idea if this puzzle would come with, oh, it's interesting. It says here random cut on Harvest Festival, but I did not see, did I see any? These all look like standard puzzle pieces to me. I mean, maybe they're calling it random cut because like sometimes the size differs. These are all traditional puzzle shapes to me. I still haven't found one that's kind of weird. So, I mean, they're just traditional shapes. So I don't know. Would you consider this Cobble Hill puzzle a random cut or a ribbon cut puzzle? Here, let me show you some more of the puzzle shapes. I mean, I'm not finding any wonky pieces at all. It's an edge piece. Yeah, I am looking here and I'm not seeing any piece that is different than what you get in just a standard grid cut puzzle at all. Look, it's got this guy. So I don't know. This was my first or second Cobble Hill. So I haven't done a ton. So I don't know how other Cobble Hill puzzles are. So it says here, poster included. It was not included in this one because I got this either at a thrift store or a puzzle swap. I do not recall, but there was no poster, but I'm not going to dock it for that because it did include a poster. So that's awesome too. And if you have a Cobble Hill at home, I love the box. The box has this, can you hear that? It's got like this texture to it. I love that. I love how it feels. And are the pieces that way too? No, they were not. The pieces are just, wait. Yeah, the pieces have that little texture to it also, which is pretty cool. So, sorry, I'm kind of drifting off in different categories here. Let's get back to piece quality and fit. Okay, I should disclose at this point that this had one piece missing. I was super sad because I didn't know that going in, but it didn't matter or take away from the fun of the puzzle. So for piece quality and fit, I'm going to have to give it to Harvest Festival again, only because the pieces were more matte and did not have the glare, which made it tough to puzzle when you had an overhead light on, which is what happened with Flower Shop. Okay, category 4, fun factor. Okay, now this is the most important part of doing any puzzle. You want to know, is it fun? Are you going to have a good time doing it? Are you going to be frustrated and angry? Okay, so let's start with the Boardwalk puzzle. I don't know that the whole puzzle was super fun. There were, because of the cut, some parts of it were tricky and difficult. I still had a good time doing it, and honestly, when I finished it, like the most fun occurred when it was done, because when I saw this image out, just sitting out on the puzzle table, I was loving it. It is so gorgeous. So good job, Rachel Binford, on the art. I cannot even tell you how obsessed I am with this image. So I had more fun looking at it after it was completed than I may have had doing it in some sections. So, okay. Then we have this one here. I have to say, even with the missing piece, this is one of the most fun puzzles I've done recently. This is one of those puzzles that was so fun, and I don't want to say easy to do, but it was kind of easy in that it flowed. There was never a period where I stopped, where I was confused, where I wondered, what am I going to do next? It was just one piece after another. It had a beautiful flow to it, and it's the kind of puzzle you just don't want to stop doing. And it was really pretty when it was done too. You know, I don't think that it had as much, to me, visual impact as this one when it was done, but it was a really pretty puzzle too. So for a fun factor, I'm going to have to give it to Harvest Festival from Cobble Hill. Okay, so there you have it. Let's go over the categories again and see who our grand winner is. For visual style and artwork, Flower Shop. For challenge level, Harvest Festival. For peace, quality, and fit, Harvest Festival. And for fun factor, Harvest Festival. Now, the winner obviously is Harvest Festival. Okay, does this mean Flower Shop was not a totally awesome, great puzzle? No, and your ratings might be completely reversed. It just means for the categories that I rated these puzzles in, the winner of the Fall Puzzle Showdown is Harvest Festival. So there you have it, friends. We have two very different fall puzzles, both 500 pieces. Now it's your turn. You tell me in the comments, which puzzle would you have winning the Puzzle Showdown? Please let me know if you've done either of these puzzles. I highly recommend both of them. They are both wonderful puzzles to do. I do not regret doing either. And I really think you need to add them both to your fall puzzling plans. So that's all I have for you today. Please leave a comment about which puzzle you preferred. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, and let's see. I guess that's all I got. We'll see you next time at Puzzles and Purrs. Thank you. Bye.